Welcome to the Cat Dad Show. My name is Scott Colby. Great to have you here. Today, I'm going to share a clip with my interview with Melissa Sherman for the Feline Wellness Summit. Melissa is the owner of Calming Creek. She's an energy healer and animal communicator. If you want the full interview, as well as interviews with 20 other feline wellness experts, just go to felinewellnesssummit.com. Today's clip, I'm going to share with you an explanation from Melissa, of course, on what energy healing is, because I actually didn't know what it was until I talked to Melissa. And then we talked about how understanding our cat's energy can improve their well being, especially in ways that maybe traditional care may not address. So, enjoy this clip with Melissa. I know you'll love it. And again, if you want to hear the full interview as well as interviews with 20 other amazing feline wellness experts, just go to felinewellnesssummit.com. But for now, enjoy this clip.
So, energy healing is we're tapping into source energy and we're using that to help bring a calm to the cat. And we're more of a conduit. An energy healer is more of a conduit of this energy to bring it into them. But energy healing is also at a smaller level. It's what you bring to your cat. You come home from a stressful day, you walk through the door, and you're just blowing through with all this traffic energy and bad day energy and standing in a line. All of that is energy. So there's a mindfulness about energy, and anyone can do that, right? Where you stop before you enter the house and you think, okay, what's on me? And there's different techniques. You can be physical about it. You can sit in meditation in your car for a few minutes. But the best thing to do, especially for cats are very sensitive to energy. And I think anybody that has a cat is aware of that. Like more in tune with our good days and our bad days than, for example, a dog. If you have a multi species household, dogs are in tune with it too, but cats are very sensitive. So, one of the modalities I use is Reiki. And in human Reiki, it's a hands on approach. So, the animal technique that I practice with cats is not. I just offer them energy. So, I'm emanating this energy from my heart that is going to them, and they'll approach me. 'Cause I learned when I put my hands on the cat, it was like it was like my hands were on fire to them. They just wanted to run, they wanted out of the room, it was just too intense for them. So just tailoring what I do to be mindful of what a cat needs or wants, 'cause that's my number one thing is I wanna do what they need, not what I think they need, 'cause I think that's a mistake that we make as cat parents or just humans in general. We think we know what's best for the animal, but if you know cats, they will tell you what they need, right?
They definitely will, especially when they're hungry. But
Oh,
Melissa, how do you emit positive energy from your heart? What does that actually look like on
so
your side of things?
yeah, so it's a meditative state. In my mind, I go to a place that is calming for me and where I feel calm and grounded. And then I just go to my heart space and I fill it with love. And then I just open it up and I'm pouring out that unconditional love. And what that does is invite the cats in. If they're open to that and they're receptive and they need that, they'll come. They'll sit on my lap. They'll sit next to me. They'll come as close as they want to come. And that's the thing too. We never want to force a cat to do something that they don't want to do. I mean, they'll tell us physically that they don't want to do that, but it's also very stressful to them too, right? Like when we're making them do something, it doesn't have a great result.
Now, I know you've mentioned helping cat guardians manage energy for smoother transitions, things like diet changes or introducing new routines, things that could be stressful. So, for those of us that are new to this, like I am, what does that actually look like? And maybe you have a specific example of how aligning household energy has made a difference in a cat you've worked with.
Sure. So, I can give a couple of examples because transitions are just such a broad thing that we don't really even consider. Bringing home a new cat or changing food. If a cat or another animal in the house passes away, like these are all transitions that are pretty massive for a cat. Because they really do like their routine. They like their things just so. They don't like new introductions to things. They don't like change. which is kind of a human quality too, right? Like we like our things just so. And it's partially because we think of them as predators, but they are also prey when you look at them in the wild. So they still have that instinct to protect, and safety comes with routine. So I got off track there, but
Mm.
so with food, I have a lot of people that cannot get their cats off kibble. They've tried everything and it's so frustrating. And what do I do? And I can't, all they want is kibble. And so the thing is, meditate before you offer them this new food because sometimes we go with that energy. We're holding the bowl and we're like, oh, they're not going to eat this. They're not going to like this food. They're going to hate it. So
Mm.
what you're doing is just pouring all that. And like I said a second ago, they're also getting that mind message from you. So they're like, wait a second. What on earth are you about to give me? I don't want any of this. You don't like it, so why am I gonna like it? So you're already telling them that they're not gonna like it. So they're gonna be super cautious and then they're just gonna want the kibble still. So that's one thing to just stop and be mindful. And I do like to have my clients meditate when we're doing food transitions. So just a 5-minute meditation, get your mind right, and then put all those good thoughts into how much they're gonna love it, how delicious that food is, and, that's just it's not always easy, but that's the best way to do it, and be consistent with that and patient. Um, when introducing a new cat into the home, I like to do an animal communication first and kind of give that cat a heads up what's going on. Like, "Hey, you're gonna get a new roommate, a new friend, and this is what's gonna happen." So it's not just a shock, like, what's going on here? So that helps with the transition as well. Just being energetically mindful, kind of put yourself in their shoes. How would you want to be told or made aware of something happening and then pour that energy into them?